Imogen Leary for People Before Profit, and I sit for the Sabre Seafront Committee. And as has been outlined, both People Before Profit and Sabre Seafront are against the granting of this foreshore licence for a number of reasons that have already been talked about. But I just want to focus on one thing in particular. Yes, there are many phases that a company has to go through if it's looking for these licences, and it starts with applying for the exploratory licence and then the foreshore licence. But it is almost unheard of that a company that starts this process is not the company that is allowed to extract the oil and gain the profits from it at the end of the day. This is the process. We're not going to get another moment further down the line where we're all of a sudden going to be allowed to say, okay, that's it, Providence, you've had your go, we want to take control of that now. Once they've headed into this process, they're going to be given the opportunity to extract the oil and make the vast profits that could be under the sea just outside Dorky Island. We have, in Sabre Seafront, we've put in our submission, and you can find it on Sabre Seafront's Facebook pages, so you can see exactly what we're saying about it. And People Before Profit has produced a leaflet that will be delivered around some of the homes in the area over the next while, considering the short length of time it has been that we've had. We haven't been able to get it around everywhere, but you can find it also up on our website. And we'll also be putting a motion, an emergency motion to the Council on the 13th of February, calling for a public inquiry, because I think it's important that it's not just individuals in the councils that get up and have their say, but that the council as a whole sends a message to this government that they want a public inquiry. And to be honest, to get that on the agenda of the council, we'll need the support from our local councillors as well. So let's hope the ones here at least will support it when we put it to the council on the 13th of February. Now, it's very easy to call for a public inquiry. And you call for a public inquiry and there'll be a number of months while the government deliberates, but there is no guarantee that it will be successful, that our concerns will be taken into account. We've seen in Mayo how the concerns of people have been ridden roughshod over by governments and by big oil. In essence, this decision is going to be made by Phil Hogan in consultation with Enda Kenny, with Eamon Gilmore, with Pat Rabbitt, but they're going to make the decision. And we need to ask of our elected representatives over the next while, we have a couple of months while they deliberate this, that not just to call for a public inquiry, not just to have our have our voices heard a little bit more, but where do they stand on the issue? Are they okay with drilling 6 kilometres off the coastline? Are they okay with drilling that will extract oil that we won't see any profit from? Are they okay with this? And those, I think, we need a public inquiry, we need the call, but we need to be asking the hard questions of all our councillors and TDs, and we have a couple of months in which to do that. You can make your voices heard by emailing, texting, all of that kind of thing, but it's feet in the street that really will have its say at the end of the day. It's a numbers game. When Sabre Seafront marched from 5,000, we stopped big apartment blocks out there on the coastline. That was because people here in this room and people around the county got out in the streets and marched. I think we're going to have to do this if we want to save Dublin Bay. And we're going to need to spread this much further than just Dún Laoghaire, because this is going to... The Providence, when they came into the council, said quite openly, if it's gas they find out there will be a pipeline going either into Dublin Bay, into Dublin Port, or up the coast to Lough Shinny. The people all over Dublin and North Dublin, South Dublin, and into Wicklow have concerns on this, and we need to get the message out to all of those people as well.